Everybody's got an opinion, but this is the bottom line.
Welcome back to another episode of The Bottom Line. My name is Brad Lea. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for all the comments and the shares and the well wishes. It is flattering and overwhelming that you're giving me such love up in this bitch. Now, here's the bottom line today. How do we feel about letting go of the past? How do we feel about just kind of forgiving people and just forgetting all about the fact that someone us or someone got up in our girl, you came home and someone was rooting around in your fiance or your girlfriend or your wife? You feel like you want to kill that sumbitch, don't you? Or the opposite, maybe you go home and your wife is rooting around in somebody else. Listen, if they did something like that to you, they obviously don't value you in a relationship. They don't value that partnership in any way, shape, or form, or they would have respected their vows and not done it. Even if you're not even married. Again, people always say, well, is it cheating if you're not married? Yeah, it's cheating. If you're expecting to be with someone exclusively and you go out and do something with other people, it's cheating. I know people that go to them rubbing tugs and say, well, it's part of the massage. It really ain't cheating. It's cheating, bro. Whether it's screwing you over personally, whether it's borrowing something and never returning it. And it may not just be cheating on your spouse or cheating on your boyfriend or cheating on your girlfriend, just plain cheating. How do you get past that? How do you let it go? How do you forgive? Well, the answer, my friend, in my opinion, my humble opinion, is you should always forgive, but never forget. Take that information and you store it right back here for good keeping. And when the time comes and you do need to use it, because it does factor into future decisions when it comes to that individual, you save it, but you do forgive them, because otherwise all you're doing is allowing yourself to be screwed even more. You already got screwed over when you were cheated on or screwed over somehow. Don't allow yourself to be screwed even more by holding on to that anger and harboring that disdain for those individuals, that pissed off feeling, that anger and that hate that you harbor. It causes you to age. It causes you to have stress. Ask yourself one question. Are you worth anything other than what you got? And if the answer is yes, well, then that individual simply needs to be removed and forgiven, because they obviously didn't feel the same way. And whose fault is that ultimately? Well, it's kind of your fault, isn't it? It's your fault for not establishing your value with that individual, but it's their loss. And if you can really believe that, if you can believe that it's their loss, then you forgive them, because you know what? Who's the one getting really screwed over now that you have to let that person go? Technically, it'd be them, if you really believe what I'm telling you. If you really believe that you're the valuable one and they screwed up by cheating on you or screwing you over in business or whatever it is they did to screw you, that means that you're eliminating them out of your life. That means you're eliminating them out of the future. And by the way, if you're worth what I think you're worth, if you're worth what you should be worth, then that, my friend, alone is punishment enough. And you should not for 1 minute harbor any ill feelings towards that individual. You should forgive them, move on down the road, and focus your energy and be positive and thankful that you found out that individual was not someone that you should grow old with. Perhaps a swift kick in the ass or a smack in the face might even help you feel a little bit better. But my suggestion would be just to go ahead and let it go. And that is the bottom line.